Hi guys, it's Taff. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Here we are, we're back. We're back on the road once again. It's good to be back. It's been about a week, probably. Yeah, it's been about a week, isn't it? And things are going great. So last time out, we took a delivery to London town. We're big in the big smoke in old London town, which is grand. So that's where we are currently based. We have 69,786 euros in the bank, so things are going well. And the truck is 3% damaged, so that's going to be tyres and stuff, isn't it? So I'm not too worried about that. So we are in good shape. I have just I've just driven from where we did completed our delivery, and I've driven to a dealership, a truck dealership, so I can get some sleep. We've just done the sleep, and we're ready to go. It is 7:05, excuse me, 7:05 on Saturday morning, and all's well with the world. So here we go. Let's select London town, and here are our options. Wow, that was difficult to say. So we have nitrogen, London to somewhere in Poland. Wow, I'm not even going to insult people by trying to pronounce that. Then we've got some hot chemical action. From London to Malmo. Again, some fluorine from London to Ellsberg. Then we've got some chrome. Oh, it's a chrome times 1 or x 1,000, 18 tons. That's obviously a harvester to Kolding, which is again in Denmark. Wow, they're loving the Denmark jobs today. We've got Strasbourg, some tractors to Strasbourg. London to Cambridge. Another crone. Diggers to Rouen. Strasbourg again for some A380 engines. Wow. They're some beasts, aren't they? Diggers to Carlisle, and frozen food to Genève. London to Kolding, dry milk food. Okay, so so we're going to go price per distance. And this is the best one. But it's one of those god-awful trailers. Where's Malmo? Malmo's there. Oh, wow, no, I've just seen the price. £43,000. Euros. €43,000. Yep, we're doing that one. This could be a long one. So get a drink, get yourself settled, get some chocky bickies or something, and settle down, because this could be a long one. But for 40 odd grand... Oh, what's my steering wheel doing? Stop it. I've got my lights on and everything. Right, so as you can see, we are at a where is this? A Volvo dealership. Okay, got a Volvo dealership in the for some reason the question mark isn't going. The question mark is remaining, which is a bit odd, but I will not worry too much about it. Right, since last time, I have gone back to the Xbox 360 control pad. Obviously, last time out I did the steering wheel and pedals. But you're probably well aware there was the annoying squeak and creak of the pedals as I pressed them, and it drove me crazy. So I've opted not to use them today and gone back to the control pad. That has, however, thrown up a couple of other issues. One being I had to obviously reset up the control pad, and it's not quite to my liking, or it's not quite as it was, so it's going to take me a wee while to get used to. So yeah, the wheel seems to rotate slightly on its own, and there's a number of other issues as well, but let's just do that. I was going to reset my track IR because I was wandering off the centre, which was slightly annoying me. I've also removed that track IR profile, so I've got full freedom in the cockpit once again, or in the cab, should I say. It's not a cockpit, is it? It's a cab. So yeah, if we go on a straight bit, you can see I can look all the way around without any limitations. Great. And our job is in here. So let's just come into this. Looks like some sort of chemical, or yeah, it looks like a chemical place, doesn't it? That's one we weren't. We're going to take some nitrogen. Fantastic. It's gone. I was going to say saddle up. Let's go and hitch up and take it. So we're taking the orange trailer. Well, and there's the A380 engines. God, they're huge, aren't they? They're huge. I'm gonna say I was fortunate, but I have been on an A380, an Emirates flight, which was amazing. That was a few years ago now. That's what, 2009 or something like that. But that is one super impressive aircraft. I have to admit, I was super impressed. The service on there is fantastic. It's absolutely huge, and yeah, super impressive. Let's just have a quick look. So this is what we're taking. It's one of these, all the weights to the rear, which is going to be an interesting drive. Some really crazy noises going on in there, so we'll skip back to the cab straight away. Okay, let's just go on to consumption. I'm just going to keep an eye on my fuel consumption today and see how I'm driving. A little bit of a bump as we come off that lip, but that's okay. Nothing coming. And we are away. Okay, excellent. Yeah, so I'm just going to take it steady to begin with, just to get used to the controls again. Otherwise, we'll just understeer at one point, and then we may turn over on another point. So just got to take it easy, just so I get the feel for it again. Get back in the groove. Yeah. Okay. Grand. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why that question mark won't unlock. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. And I just realised we're doing 38 in a 30 zone, but it's fine. There's no cameras around here, I don't think. So, we'll probably get away with it. In fact, I'm going to overtake. We got time to make up. So, we've got 741 miles. That is a long old journey. This could be a two-parter, in fact. It could well be a two-parter, depending on how well. Obviously, there's going to be a ferry journey in that, so that may be able to kick out some of the time. Wow, look at those straw TP things. Wow, the straw stacks. Wow, we are flying through these cars. I know I'm well overspeeding, but I've got good momentum, and I don't want to ruin it. What does this say? Queues likely. Okay. Good job we're ahead of the traffic then. We want to go straight over here, so let's get into this lane. Let's take it nice and wide, try and keep it a little... Oh, it's going to be tight actually. I was going to say we'll take some momentum, but it's going to be tight. So we're going to slow down because I'm still getting used to the controls. And... well, nicely done, son. Well done. You can probably tell my throat's a little bit sore today, so I'm going to keep it down to a bare rumble, as it were. Not going to do anything too exciting. Yeah, my throat's really dry. Don't know why. I think it's obviously I've just had a week off. First day back in the office today. I don't know if it's the air conditioning. Maybe that's why my throat's all dry and horrible today. But oh, there's nothing worse than your first day back, is it? It took me 5 minutes to remember what my passwords were to log into everything, and I had to reset some. Spent most of the day going through emails. I think in 1 week. Bearing in mind, I did check the emails over the weekend. I still had 500 unread emails. It's like, oh, really? And most of them had actions for me to do on them, so great. So that's been my day, email checking and updating things and catching up after my holiday. It's been all right. It hasn't been the most stressful of days, but it hasn't been the greatest of days either. So a little bit drained today. After work, what do we do? Well, I went off to I finish it. Well, I say finish early. I normally start about 7:30 on a Monday. And I finish about 4, and then I go off with one of my mates down to the sports centre to play some badminton, a couple of games of badminton, and it's always good. Trying to stay fit and healthy, still trying to burn off Christmas fat. Although, to be honest with you, I think it's not Christmas fat anymore. It's just general fat. Yeah, it's being lazy, sitting on my backside all day, playing video games when I get home. Yes, it's what can I say? It's part of the course. And what's going on here? There looks like, oh, you stupid black car. He didn't have to jam me in like that. He's got a whole lane to go past me, yet he wouldn't move. Sorry, Mr. Renault, I would have moved out, but stupid black car. Stupid black car. Oh, and I forgot to remove those bloody things as well. Yeah. I'm just going to grab a quick drink as we're on a bit of a straight. Oh god, no we're not. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Had my hand on the glass. Yeah, well, okay, I'm going to have to, when we're going down the hill, let go of the throttle and use that hand. There we go. We're going for the glass. We're going for the glass. Okay. That I've seen another issue we have when drinking. Okay. We're not going to have another drink. It's dangerous. We're going to have to stop to have a drink because I can't see, and yeah. And we just nudged the barrier. You may have noticed we just nudged the barrier. I'm just slowing down for the speed hub. Oh, what a disaster. We're, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in, and it's already turned into a calamity. Yeah, good luck getting this nitrogen all the way to wherever we're going. Oh, God, my memory's horrendous today. Again, I'm tired, so no excuses. I'm sure we're all tired. But there we go. That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. Leave me be. Looks like we're going to Harwich. Interesting. Okay, taking it nice and steady again because I'm learning the controls or getting more used to the control and how. Whoops. Well, it's a bit of that was a bump right in the middle of that corner which just unsettled the whole truck and trailer. Okay, let's come into this lane. Oh, I've got itchy nose now. Oh, blimey, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off in the cab. Right, I'm going to come closer to the screen and I can lean back a bit then. Oh, that's better. That's better. More comfortable driving position. As soon as we get on the ferry, I'm having a few glugs of drink, so I'll go very quiet then. But there we go. I'm just trying to look. We're doing we're going down to 20, 30-ish litres per. Oh, I don't know how that works. Whoa! Looked up right at the right. Oh no, there's a car coming. Okay, we're going to get into that lane. We're going to get all this traffic out. Go on. Go on. We can give him a flash. There we go. Well, I was going to try and get the road moving, but I think I've caused more of a jam than anything else. Yeah, you go on. Go on, mate. Go on. Go on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Out you come. Gonna go for a quick drink. Oh, soothe my aching throat. Fantastic. It's only water. It's nothing exciting. Just something so I can keep talking as we're driving. Which is probably, they always say don't drink and drive, and I think we've seen a couple of clear cases. I'm sure that's not quite what they had in mind, but I think the point comes across the same anyway. Wow. Tight corners. But we've done our good deed for the day. We've helped this road keep moving, which is always good. And it's grand. Happy days. Lovely. Oh, another jiggle in the seat, trying to get comfy. Okay. Steady around here. Steady, steady, steady. Harwich. We're into Harwich. Okay. Nothing coming, so we're just going to keep the momentum and speed and go straight across. Straight line that a little bit. Nothing coming, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Speed cameras. Just ease off the throttle then, just so we don't incur a fine. Here it is, 29 miles an hour. Fantastico. I notice they do this in real life as well. They always put speed cameras where you've got a million and one other things to look at, like, you know, not junction, but you know, they got like here we're trying to work out how to get on the ferry, or they always normally have it when you're coming down a hill and when there's a speed change, you know, from 40 to 30 miles an hour, something like that, and they're just trying to catch the unwary, which is a little bit tricky and a little bit devious at times, but it is what it is. And my throat almost went then. Ooh. So if I sound a bit funny, I'm sorry about that. I'm not ill, I'm just a bit crook. So we can go to Europort, we go to Esbjerg. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's 17 hours on the ferry, and we can have a good snooze, and I can have a good drink, and go! That's what we're going for. Okay, it's night time in Esbjerg. Drink time. Oh, that's so good. It's so smooth on the old throat. Oh, that sounds wrong, but okay. Lights on. Yep, lights are on. Let's get out of this ferry port. And welcome to Esbjerg, everyone. Where are we taking our cargo, by the way? We are taking it to that place in Poland I can't pronounce. Was it Poland? I'm sure it was. Szczecin. Somebody's gonna actually tell me what that is in English, and it's gonna be like such a well-known town. It'll be very embarrassing. Oh, here's the thing. What side of the road do they drive on in Denmark? There's no traffic for clues. Now, normally when you come off a ferry, it tells you which side of the road you've got to drive on, doesn't it? That may sound silly, but they do. They always remind us. Here we go. What are these signs? Denmark, yeah. Okay. I'm going to go with driving on the right for now. Oh, wait, hang on. Yes, it's on the right. Okay, great. I need my sat nav. Why has my sign, my sat nav stopped working? Oh, there, it's back. Great. Okay, we now know which side of the road to drive on, and the sat nav's back. So things have suddenly improved a great deal. Whew. Okay, but we've still got quite a mammoth journey to go. So welcome to Denmark, everyone. It's a bit dark, so I can't really show you the full glory of Denmark, but here we are. It looks lovely anyway, I'm sure you'll agree. And I'm just going to change that. Oil level's okay, brilliant. And we're back to the main screen. So how have you all been then? I hope you've all been well. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Got up to loads of good stuff, and didn't do anything too extreme which caused any grief. Not that I'd expect any of my viewers to cause any grief or do anything untoward. I'm sure you're all very well mannered and very yeah. I'm going to stop there. Okay, we're on the road. I'm just getting comfy again. What did I get up to? Well, as you well know, I've had the week off, and it's always when you have a week off, it's always that last weekend is so depressing because you're just sitting there thinking, oh, I've got work on Monday. Oh, I've got work on Monday. Unless you love your job, and then it's, yeah, I got work on Monday. But for me, it's, oh, I've got work on Monday. I don't mind my job. I quite enjoy it. At times. Sometimes. The odd occasion, it's okay. But yeah, it pays the mortgage, pays the bills, and that's the until some miracle happens and I either win the lottery or I go YouTube full time. Yeah, like that's going to happen. Yeah, it's a good job to have, and I do quite like it at times. So I am very fortunate indeed. But I do like to moan because, you know, it's everyone's right on this planet to have a good moan every once in a while, and it makes you feel better as well. Lets you share your pain with everyone. Woe is me, woe is me. And etc, etc. Blah, blah, blah. But what I have been playing, I've been playing Thief all weekend, which is pretty cool actually. A bit as a... Oh, excuse me. You may have known, if you've seen any of the some other video I was moaning in. I've started to moan a lot. I've realised that. But yeah, Thief was out in most of the world on Monday, and we had to wait all the way till Friday in the UK to actually play the new Thief game, which is very disappointing. As I was super excited about playing that. I didn't book a week off just to play that. I will hasten to add that. It was just pure coincidence that I happened to have its release date on the week I was off. So yes, I've played a weekend of it. I'm probably, well, I think it's classed as having 8 or 9 chapters, which is like of the big main storyline, which is quite good. So I played probably about 12 hours, and I'm about halfway through. I think I've just done chapter 4, and which is quite nice because you get chapters which obviously progress the main storyline, but between that you've got what they call the hub city, which you can freely roam around. It's not that big, to be honest with you, but there are several points where you can get side missions. So you'll have several what would you call them, mission providers, where they obviously you're a thief, so a lot of, they all revolve around stealing various items of people, and it can lead to some very interesting things. And I must admit, the quality is very good. The missions are good fun. The graphics are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I am thoroughly enjoying playing it. There are, because I'm a huge, absolute huge Thief fan from the early days, the Thief the Dark project, which I still say is better than the gold. Obviously, what happened was, I'm just gonna scratch my head, which may nudge my track. Yeah, it did. Thief the Dark project that came out in 1997 or 8, something way back when. And then, as part of that, there was a couple of missions which had, which were, there's these items you have to collect, which is part of the main storyline. I'm not going to give it away, just in case some of you have never played Thief, and you may want to go with all the hype which is followed around with Thief 4. You may want to purchase the older games from Steam or whatever, and play them through. So I don't want to tell you what's going on, just in case it spoils the story for you. But there's some story-related items you have to collect, and there's 2 missions where you have to collect 2 of them in each mission. And what they did in the Gold series, which was basically they relaunched the Thief 1 game. They called it Gold because they did a number of enhancements, just tarted up the graphics a little bit, and they also added 2 missions. Now those 2 missions basically were added to collect 2 of these story-specific items. So there were 4 missions where you collect 1 story-specific item, rather than 2 which you collect 2, if that makes sense. Probably not, but if you know the game, then you know what I'm talking about. And I have to admit, it did. Oh look, the sun's coming up. It's 4:04, and we got a beautiful. We're going to catch the sunrise in Denmark. How wonderful! Yeah, so I still will say the original Thief is better. The 2 missions are better than the 4 missions. Put it that way. The 2 new missions that they added they felt like just filler missions. More fan created mod missions. They're very good and they're very well designed in that, but they just didn't flow with the story for my taste anyway. So I prefer the original. And obviously then they had Thief 2, the Metal Age, which was very similar to the first one, but slightly weirder story. But no, still good fun. It added new elements to it as well, which that had a little bit of a free roam city. Oh, I want to go here. Oh, brilliant. Almost stalled right in the middle of the junction. Oh, God, I'd be popular, wouldn't I? Yeah, so Thief 2 added a like a city hub where you can wander around. It wasn't a city hub as such. It was more, there were some missions where you actually got to run around the city on the rooftops, that kind of thing. It was more not mission specific, but it was a little bit of a free sandbox area. Not really, but it kind of sort of presented itself a little bit like that. Then you had Thief 3, which was just called Thief Deadly Shadows, I think it was. And this one also came out on the consoles, so Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Or was it Xbox and PlayStation 1? I can't remember. I think it was Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And obviously there's a PC port as well. Again, that new graphics engine on that, because the first and second one were quite similar, and the third one used a new graphics engine. Good story, very enjoyable. Not quite up to par with the first one again, but still nonetheless very enjoyable and well worth a play through if you like the Thief series. And then obviously the new game was released last week. Utterly fantastic, I love it. The graphics are brilliant. The story's good so far, which I've completed. I must admit I've only about halfway through. There are some niggling issues. Obviously, it's not as freeform as the other three games. The other three games, they gave you a end task to achieve, and how you got to that end task and how you achieved it was purely up to you. You could create your own paths. You had the tools to go completely off the rails and do your own thing. The new one is a little bit more linear, which is a little bit frustrating. So in the other three games, any wooden surface you could fire a rope arrow in. So any wooden ceiling, a tree branch, anything like that, you could fire a rope arrow in. And obviously what it does, an arrow beds in, and then a rope. Are you going to let me go? Thank you very much. Then a rope comes down, you can climb up. That's basically what a rope arrow is. And on the other three games, you could stick that in any wooden surface, and you could climb up. So you can get into rooftops. You can get anywhere you like. You know, enemies come, you can stick an arrow in the roof and just hide up, hanging from the ceiling, that kind of thing. You know, it's brilliant. Not so in the new one. You have specific. Oh, I don't know what you call them. Income. Ludwig, 1500. Well done, Ludwig. You have specific points where you can use rope arrows. So they're normally. Oh, and he's also leveled up. Well done. Concentrate. What was I going to say? Yes, they have specific points where you can use rope arrows. The other annoying thing, I mean, which is fine. I can kind of forgive it that, because it's got a couple of nice features as well. But one of them I can't forgive is the fact that you can only jump where they want you to jump. For instance, so for example, when you come to, if you're climbing on a rooftop, you come to an edge of a rooftop and there's a ledge in front of you, you can jump to that ledge. That's fine, and you got loads of walkways where you can jump to other walkways. Fine, makes sense, not a problem. Where it is annoying is, like, so an example I'll give you. I was at in a bank vault, and they had a trap which had 2 rows of pressure plates on the floor. Now normally you think, right, okay, I'll just do a jump between them, but it wouldn't let you jump. The character would not jump. I mean, how ridiculous is that? You've got the jump facility. This is an agile thief who can jump from rooftop to rooftop, but he can't jump over a flat 1 meter square tile. What are you doing? It's obviously to try and force you to play a little bit linear, because obviously they've got specific things they want you to trigger and things like that. It's so frustrating though. I like the free-form aspect of the other 3 games where you can just get there how you wished. So that's probably the only disappointment I have had so far. The actual ability to set how you want to configure the game to run, you know, difficulty wise, and with all the user interface and all that kind of thing as well. That is completely chop and changeable, and you can set that however you wish, and you can take all of the HUD away and all the indicators away and leave it pure bare bones, which is similar to how I have it, but I have a few little tips on. Or you can go with the full hold your hand type mode as well, which is, whoa, this is tight. Oh, how's this junction going? I think we go off here. Asphalt, okay, well, off we go. So apart from that, oh, this is off camber. Apart from that, I am really enjoying it. And I will probably play, once I get this edited and set it off rendering, I will probably have a little play with that as well. So yeah, if you like the Thief games, it's well worth checking out Thief 4. As I say, it's not as free. God, he's coming down there quick. It's not as free form as the others. You are a little bit limited in what you can do, as in it will push you down a limited path. When I say that, there are still probably 3, 4, 5 paths that it kind of directs you to go down, so you can choose how you do that. You can crawl through vents, you can go on rooftops, you can hide in the shadows and skip past, or you can just go pure violence and just knock everyone out, or go get your arrows out and start filling guards up with arrows, as like a pincushion. However you want to go. Wow, I'm amazed I didn't get fined for going through that yellow light. Wow. Okay. I think that's all I have to say on Thief. Really enjoying it though. Really enjoying it. It's a good game. I am enjoying it, but not quite it's not quite the product I hoped it would be. But again, it's a reboot, so it's going to change. There's going to be different features. Some really nice features are like they've got like a dash, or a swoop type thing where you can just swoop from shadow to shadow, which is really pretty cool. I love it. Makes you feel really sneaky, and it's really cool. So that is a super aspect I love. And yeah, overall it's really nice. It's really nicely presented. There are a number of sound issues as well. I didn't mean for this to come into a Thief critique actually, but it's kind of turning into that. It's what I've been playing. Oh, look, all the combines. Brilliant. Got a lot of combine to do on our fields as well. Yeah, but that's the way it's turned out. So, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. As I said, the sound issues, there are one or two. So you can be in a room, and you can hear the conversation and the footsteps of a guard pacing the street outside louder than somebody in the room on certain occasions, which is a little bit frustrating at times. But there's obviously, I'm sure there'll be patches to resolve that in future. It's not game breaking. It's just slightly annoying at times. It's not every time. It's just the odd time, and sometimes the cutscenes, there's the odd sound sync issue. As I say, unless you're looking for them, you probably won't. It won't ruin your game in any way, shape, or form. And I'm sure there'll be a patch just to tighten that up in the near future. Why did he break in front? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it there with Thief. I think my throat's red raw now, so I think I've talked enough about that. As we're going through this beautiful Danish countryside, let's talk about the farming games. Right, so farming sim going well. Really enjoying that. Going to got a few more mods I will introduce next time, and really enjoying that. It's going well, and that's what I'm going to say on that. Really, it's going really well, and really enjoying how that's playing out. Pro Farmer, again, this is going okay. I think we're a little bit limited to what we can do. There's obviously only so much in the game at the moment. Really waiting for the DLC to give it a fresh injection of content and things to play around with. But once that comes out, I'll get that, and we'll keep that one going, and that should be fine as well, which is cool. Which brings us on to Agricultural Simulator 2013. It's dead. It's absolutely dead. It's not even loading up on mine now. I click on the icon, or I go through Steam, and obviously the screen goes black, as you would expect, to obviously load the application, and then it just comes back to the to my main desktop screen. Looking through the crash log, and well, looking through the crash log, I'm not 100% sure what the issue is. Now, it's obviously given me an error, and it's given me a resource error type thing, and I'm wondering if it's related to a update driver for the NVIDIA card, which obviously I've got an NVIDIA card, and I'm wondering if that could be one of the causes why, or one of the potential causes for why it died. But at this moment, it's completely unplayable for me. It doesn't even load up. So that's where we are with Agricultural Simulator. So there's going to be no foreseeable videos on Agricultural Simulator until I figure out how to get it back. I've done a reinstall. I've gone through Steam and verified all the cache and all the local files as well to make sure there's no corruptions in there. They are spanking fine. I even went so far as to put the beta patch on to see if that would resolve it. No, it didn't. So, with all the all the things I've been changing, I don't know if even if I got it back running now, if our game might become corrupt, because I've done the beta, and if we go back, it might become all sorts. We've had problems with that in the past. So, should I get it going again? I hope I do, because I was enjoying it. I really am. I really do enjoy that game. Then we may be at the possibility where that Alpine farm doesn't go anywhere. On which case, I propose. Well, this is a bit of a long shot, but should we get that back and we have problems with the game, I propose that if we can get it going again, and the game is dead, or the save game is dead, then I'm going to start one final attempt on the US West map, because that's my favourite map so far. I think it's got the nice big land where we can really have some fun. I hope not. I hope I can get it all back up and running. But it hasn't. I've spent most of the weekend, not most of the weekend, but I've spent a few hours at the weekend playing around with it, trying to get it to work. I've even been on the Steam forums, on the UIG forums, and it would appear that the error I'm now getting, it's happened to a lot of people in the past, and the discussion threads where people had this error and were trying to resolve it, they all died with no conclusion and no root cause and no resolution. So I'm a little bit unsure as to the likelihood of us getting this back up and running, which is a real shame, because I'm really enjoying it. I think you really enjoyed it as well. I will keep trying it. I don't want to give it up, because I really enjoyed it. I don't want to give it up. No, I don't want to give it up. But, you know, we may have to face the fact that we can't take it any further. And if that's the case, then that's the case. But we'll find something else to occupy us. By that time, hopefully, we'll have a few more projects in the go. Also, people have discussed about farming sim. Sorry, going back onto that subject, about doing a Springfield farm, I think it is. Yes, I haven't forgotten. It's all there, ready to. Well, it's not all there, ready to go. It's one of those things that we've got on the back burner. Got a number of doing some discussions over the weekend. Got another number of ideas which I'm looking to bring forward. Going to obviously relying on some people's input as well, and obviously be in discussions with a number of people about certain things. And if that all, I know I'm being very vague, aren't I? I know, I'm sorry about that. But you never know. Hopefully that will come out. Well, it should be out this year. God, yes, it will be out this year, but probably not immediately. There's going to be a number of things which will come out before it. Obviously, we've got to wait for series to finish, because as much as I would like to start all these new series, I just don't have the time to keep much more than that I've got currently running at the moment. It's this is probably where I am at the moment, with working full time and doing other activities as well outside of work. This is probably near maximum. This is what I'm probably going about 60% of what I can do. Whoa, okay. That was me just driving over the hash shadings on the road, which is probably dangerous in the end because the AO traffic are nutters, as we are all aware. Let's get back in this lane. You wait there, Mr. Car. I'm coming back in this lane. So yes, we haven't given up on it. I'm fully aware, and I will look to get something going. I'm going to switch my lights off because it's 9 o'clock in the morning now, and it's a lovely sunny day. So yes, that's on the back burner, doing a number of little things, which is grand, and hopefully that should be super exciting, and you'll enjoy it if these things come to fruition, which hopefully they will. I've also been working on a number of things in the background as well, which on possible new series, which I will look to introduce. You may say, well, you've just said you haven't got any time to do new series. Yes, yes, okay, yes. But obviously there's going to be some series that are going to come to an end. Sooner or later, especially with me in charge, B-17 Squadron Commander, that will come to an end. That doesn't mean I'm going to give up with B-17 at all, because I want to do another run as a crew member. So I will, I've got at least another 2 series in mind for B-17 after Squadron Commander finishes. Unless you all get bored of it and you don't want to see any more, of course, and then I probably won't. But obviously once Squadron Commander finishes, however, I doubt I'm going to finish it, to be honest with you. I'm losing too many aircraft and too many crews at the moment. But however that finishes, good or bad, the next following series I'll probably do another, just concentrating on one crew for a tour of duty, and we'll keep the olive livery, because I think everyone likes. I've had nothing but positivity back from the olive drab skins we have on the aircraft at the moment, and I think it's looking its best. I think it looks better in the olive drab than it does in the aluminium. Obviously, everyone has different opinions on that, and they have different preferences. But for me, I think the olive drab just looks that little bit more sexier. I don't know why. I just think it looks the business. So I want to stick with that for now. So yes, I want to do another crew tour of duty. And then for the following series, I'll probably look to do all the missions, because there's a number of missions. There's probably about 9 or 10 missions there. I'm probably lying. There's probably about 5, which I'll also look to do. So some of them are like flying fighters as well. So we could do a mission where we're escorting the bomb run in a Thunderbolt or something like that, or I know there's definitely one mission where you can you have to defend the Third Reich with a 109 Messerschmitt. No, was it a Focke-Wulf 190? Actually, I think it's a Focke-Wulf 190, and you can get your hands on a Messerschmitt ME. Is it 262? Is that the jet? I think that's the jet. Anyway, you can get your hands on that, which would be super fun. So we'll do probably the 4th series or something like that. We'll go through the missions, and I'll probably try some manual flying, see if we can do a manual startup of the B-17, full simulation mode or something like that. I'm not promising anything because that could be an utter disaster, but they are possibilities. So if you enjoy B-17, don't worry, we've got plenty more coming from that. Again, once the current series finishes, we'll probably take a couple of week break just to just to take a bit of a rest from it, and then come back to it with our full enthusiasm ready to go. I did a couple of videos, random videos this week. One of Car Mechanic Simulator 2014 and London Underground Simulator. Both has received really positive feedback. Actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. So, yeah, I'll bank a couple more episodes out of those. I don't know how I'm going to run that. fortunately, the car mechanics simulator, they're such short missions. Oh, excuse me. I can bang out a video on that quite quickly, so that's not going to add too much to my my workload. So I haven't got a problem with that. It's the things like B17 is a very time hungry video to produce. So are the Cliffs of Dover. And speaking of Cliffs of Dover, I I attempted this week, or last week should I say, to start a new series, like a proper series on that. Needless to say, the fact that you haven't seen the video would suggest that it didn't go very well. For a number of reasons, I had a number of issues with it. But don't worry, we will be having a series of Cliffs of Dover, Illstorm of it, Cliffs of Dover coming out. I'll be running through the Adolf Galland fighter race sort of campaign pack from Disaster Soft, which is really well put together. There are 4 campaigns on there. Now 2 of them are flying for the Luftwaffe in fighters, the 109, the Messerschmitt 109. One of the campaigns is flying for the RAF with the Fighting Pole, the Polish squadron, which flew for the RAF during the Battle of Britain. So we may look to do that. But the one I want to concentrate on to begin with is, I'm in the wrong lane, is a bombing one. So we'll be flying a Heinkel 111. First attempts at that have gone very badly. And there seems to be a problem where on the first mission, we're all in the planes, warming up the engines, and for whatever reason, the aircraft won't take off unless I've made a mistake. So if one of the occasions I got too close to the airplane in front and ended up breaking a propeller on its tail and taking its tail off. For which point that then triggered the V of planes to take off. One of them without a tail, which was quite hilarious. He sort of bounced along the runway, dragging his backside, which is quite funny, until he got to the far end of the runway and clipped some trees and rolled over. So yeah, that was one of the failures. Another failure was how did I destroy that? I can't remember, but I did a similar thing. I thought, right, I'm waiting in queue for all these aircraft who are just sitting there without without taking off. Sorry. So I go round them. Yeah, ended up going over a little bit of bumpy ground and again pranging my propeller, which is a bit embarrassing. But don't worry. I might actually take a few weeks to actually learn how to fly the Heinkel before we do that, because otherwise it's going to be an absolute waste of time. So that'll probably be coming out after Easter, but we will have a whole series of that hopefully coming out, which should be good fun, and I'll look forward to doing that. I will still publish publish the odd online game as well, because they're good fun. And I've also got, so as well as Car Mechanic Simulator and London Underground, I've also got another 2 simulators which I'm glossing up with mods and stuff at the moment, which I might introduce at a later date with some cool packs on there and everything like that. So, but that's for the future. For now, we're going okay. I think we've got some good stuff going on. Still waiting for the patch for this game. You know, we've been playing this game now for what best part of 45 minutes, and yeah, I haven't even mentioned it, to be honest with you. Patch 1.9, still not out, but I know there's lots of testing going on. Obviously, with that patch, there's going to be the AI update, which is going to be such a revelation for this game. It's going to be brilliant. I can't wait for that, but still no news. One of the other things, I've just signed up to do some beta testing with, I think this is it, ITCC, yeah, this is it, with Excalibur, who produce a lot of the simulation games, to see if I can do some beta testing with them. I know they've got a farm manager out at the moment, which they've got some beta testing going on, so I'll sort of throw my name in the hat for that and see what happens, see if they choose me. Probably not, to be honest with you, but I'll let you know if that happens, and I'll let you know how that goes. It'll be quite exciting if that does. And 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die, really enjoying that. It's such a great game. Such a great game. Oh, I've ballsed this up, by the way. Throwing the question out there whether or not to carry on with Alpha 3. Because the actual series is running from Alpha 3. And it's actually currently on 7.1 is the latest version. So we're a number of versions behind with loads of changes and improvements. And oh my god, I am jackknifing this left, right, and centre. Why can I... Right, concentrate. Oh, what is going on with this trailer? Why won't... Right, I've had enough. We're driving it straight in. Yeah, forget 45 XP. It's not worth it. Oh, look at that crazy paving on that wall. Oh, look at these beasts. I've got one of those articulate tractors. Oh, one day in Farming Sim we'll have one of those. Right. Engine off. Enter. Boom. Job completed. Excelente. Nitrogen delivered from London to there. Is it Szczecin? Szczecin? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry to all the Polish people and to all the Europeans who can actually, actually speak anything other than their native language, unlike me, unfortunately. Gotta have a drink before my throat completely seals up. So, distance driven, 474 miles. Time taken, 28 hours, 16 minutes. Wow. And 270.3 litres of fuel consumed. Base reward, 30,977 euros. Ka-ching! 764 XP. Level 12 proficiency bonus, 5,575 euros. Ka-ching! ADR delivery class bonus, 160 XP. Long distance delivery bonus, rank 2, 2,971 euros and 191 XP. And fragile cargo bonus, rank 3, 4,412 euros and 168 XP. Which is the grand total of 43,905 euros. Now that is not bad for 28 hours work, is it? 10 of those hours were sitting on a ferry, for heaven's sake, drinking, snoozing, watching the world go by. Brilliant. And we're now a skilled worker, level 13. So we are super awesome important. And we get another skill point to spend. So we can either get another ADR class, or we can get long distance driving, we get just in time, or we can get eco driving. Well, we don't seem to be doing too badly with our driving at the moment. So we might as well... I want to get all my ADR classes, to be honest with you. So we got, what should we have? I keep resetting every time I do that. So we got, what's 4 is flammable solids, and 6 is toxic and infectious substances. So let's go flammable things, and that'll give us things like fuel and that kind of thing. And I should imagine there's good money transporting fuel around. So that's great. So we're here in, we are in Poland, aren't we? We just edge into Poland. That is Poland, isn't it? I'm sure that's the Polish border there. Yes. Yeah, so we actually... Because the other choice was to come in here, wasn't it? And come that way. I don't know if that would be quicker, actually. But, hey, we got to see Denmark, which is nice. We've got all this up here in Scandinavia as well, which is fantastic. It's still to explore. So there we go. We've got 114,222. You do know what that means, people. You do know what that means. That means... Next episode, we'll be buying another truck and hiring another driver. So our company is about to expand. Super exciting times. Super exciting times. So if we have a quick look at Cambridge, we've got another 2 berths for trucks. So, well, hey, we can either give them our Mercedes, Majestic Mercedes, whatever it is. I know Majestic was the false name they gave the Mercedes, but I like to keep it real for all the people who haven't bothered to update it to a Mercedes. So I'll probably keep my truck actually, and we'll probably give them. Oh, what have you driven? You're driving in a Iveco. Oh, I didn't realise I bought Ludwig in an Iveco, but there we go. Grand. So there we go, guys. Another job done. We're in Poland. We've got 114,000 euros in the bank. First out next time buying a new truck, hiring a new driver, getting them on the road, and expanding the business. So good times ahead, good times ahead, good times happening. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Suggestions, comments, please leave below. I do enjoy reading, and I do appreciate you interacting with the videos and giving me your feedback as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, then I'll see you next time for more Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'll see you then.